our channel today, Questing for Success. I'm very happy that you'll be watching our video today. Many girls drop out of school because of teenage pregnancy and they do not know how to pick the pieces, particularly filling of the gap, getting the guiding principles that can make them get out of those gaps. Such guiding principles include being readmitted back to school. If we leave such a girl, then the position she'll be in future will be wanting. She'll not afford any food. She'll have food insecurity issues. She may not get employment because she doesn't have enough skills. Ladies and gentlemen, our video today is on girls get up after teenage pregnancy. Teenage pregnancy is caused mainly by alcohol and substance misuse, amongst other causes. If we listen, we can save millions. Ladies and gentlemen, thousands of girls fall out of school. They fall out of school because they are expectant. They can't put together the broken pieces and fill the gaps. They do not know how to visualize into the future and continue with the education. Continue with removing the obstacles that put them in the family way. In fact, if they got readmitted back to school, they're supposed to embrace inclusivity, work very hard, and know that it is their right to access education. If they did that, it will mean they can easily get back to better grades and a better future. The right to education, girls, it is your right. When a parent takes you back to school because you had fallen out for various reasons, including teenage pregnancy, amongst others, embrace education fully, have focus, and aim at working very hard so that you will now be an example. That will help you reduce stigma. When you have a desire to be in a certain career, for example, you want to be a teacher or you want to be a doctor, a pilot, name it, then working towards excelling in academics is what will lead you to that course of choice and then the career of choice. You cannot be born a doctor. You can't be born an engineer and lawyer. Name them. It is your grades at school that will lead into that particular career. How do we do it? By you working hard, getting the right marks, and having focus. If your target is to get the qualifying colors of marks that will make you to be admitted in that particular course, then please forget about detracting factors and aim at getting the marks. Set your goal, have your objectives. Performance indicators towards that objectives must be set. And it cannot be through gossip. It cannot be through testing various activities. It's by working hard, listening to your teacher, and knowing what is right. Now, after falling out of school, what are the guiding principles that can take you back? One of those principles includes embracing the mistake. Accept you made a mistake. Conceiving while your parent has just paid fees. You are sent away from school, or the condition sends you away because you are in another situation. You do not want to give birth in the exam room. So you may fall out briefly, and once you've had the baby and the parent is willing to take you back to school, please be able to embrace education fully. Accept obstacles are part of life and continue working hard. Have a self-reflection. Self-reflection, what do I want to be? That is the self-reflection we're talking about. If I want to be a lawyer, if I want to be a social worker, if I want to be the person who will be taking care of architectural work and construction at different sites, whether it's construction of bridges, houses, name them. It is the academics that will make you realize that. Also, another way of doing the self-reflection is by accepting that you've been given a chance to work hard. Owning the mistake is very important, and what is wrong is if you repeat that mistake. If you want to conceive a second child while still in school, that is the repeating of the mistake. If you want to see the gaps that made you fall out of school as normal, then that is the repeating of the mistake. So embrace it. Of course, we know some girls fall out of school because whoever did put you in the mother way was one who forced herself or himself onto you. That is different. But not all cases of children are conceived in that manner. Chart the way forward. Chart your way forward in terms of what you want in life. If you want to get married, that is the way forward. You want. Who is going to pay for somebody's wife's school fees? So let us wait and do some things at certain times. It is not the right time for you to do every activity. Also, engage in talking to your teacher positively. When you talk to your teacher, he or she will help you not to repeat the mistakes you made and will help you get out of certain conflicting situations if they do arise. Unlock your future and shape your destiny. Unlocking your future simply means you know what you want ahead. And now you are looking at your situation. And this is where I want to be. Right now, I'm here. How do I move there? The steps can be guided by your teacher. There are some who are good at counseling. And remember, it's not only academics, even extracurricular activities, you need to embrace them. You need to have the desire to succeed. If that is the guiding principle you have, then aim at associating with those people who have succeeded before. Students who are ahead of you. They are not staying in a vacuum. You can reach them. People in your village, in your community, where you stay in that apartment, we have some who have done very well and they were ahead of you just by a year or two. Associate with such people because they'll assist you do the needful. And that way you'll be able to get out of the situation you are in a better way. Be self-disciplined. If you have self-discipline, that is what is going to help you have focus. Once you start breaking the rules and the regulations, one, you may be suspended from college, you may be, from that primary level or secondary level, you may be expelled depending on the type of activity you engage yourself in. For example, if you are found smoking, bang, taking alcohol during school time and while at school, then such a behavior is not acceptable by the school rules and regulations. Definitely the school will take disciplinary action and the action will be punitive. Remember, you are in school for academics, not for breaking the law. Stay focused and set long-term outcomes. You are looking at the future, not the immediate. So, if you are looking at the future, not the immediate, you've got to be patient in order to work at the future. You cannot say the future is very rosy, but if we work very hard, then for sure it will be rosy. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the imposter syndrome. The imposter syndrome is this behavior that makes you think you are not able to achieve something. So, if others are setting to get the highest grade, e.g. A, if that is the highest grade, or in terms of any other grading system, the best, then you are looking at yourself as a failure. Already you've branded yourself. You've stigmatized yourself. How are you going then to have the confidence to tackle those questions? It will become an issue because you are doubting yourself. That is the imposter syndrome. So once the imposter syndrome is there, you cannot do it, then you cannot achieve. An achiever is one who is disciplined, feels she can perform and perform at a higher level. But now if the imposter syndrome comes in, it means you are looking at yourself as not being competent to undertake certain activities. Those are the activities that will make you perform negatively. Another way of helping yourself out of that situation is by feeling you are ready to go. These are the ways you get out of the imposter syndrome. Feeling you are ready to go. You belong to success. If you feel you belong to success, then for sure, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to succeed because the objective you set is the objective of excellence. You will walk through your academic life with a lot of concern, cautiously. You want to answer the way you were taught. You want to do the questions by reading each and choosing the different sections to tackle the very best questions you can tackle. That way, then you'll be able to get yourself out of the imposter syndrome of feeling you cannot manage, the defeatist kind of way of looking at yourself. Feel free to work hard. Ensure you are never absent again. Remember, you had some gap. You did make a mistake and it made you leave school. Now, going back, embracing inclusivity means don't look yourself, nobody's envying you. Don't look at yourself as one who gave birth. Look at yourself as one who has come back to get grade A or the best grade depending on the grading system. Work very hard, feel free, defeat discrimination at all levels. Whether you've gone for extracurricular activities, play. If it's netball, jump. Whichever again, participate and participate freely. Those others who may be thinking you have a young child should know they'll be asking you to help them tackle a particular question. It can be in any subject, whether it's English, whether it's German, whether it is in mathematics, geography, name them, any discipline. You'll be out to be the best. And that is what you should aim at. Walk through your academics, accepting that you'll get zero absenteeism in any lesson. You'll always be there and you'll be ready to help one who was absent to understand better. Ladies and gentlemen, imposter syndromes, if not well checked, will make an otherwise very strong, academically able child to be disabled in academics because the confidence is not inculcated. Emphasis should be on stigma and ostracization. If you avoid stigma and embrace that you are part of the team, then for sure you'll move on and move on very, very well. Do not be an impediment to sustainable development. Give no chance to limiting belief. Parents should be able to help the children who have had a child and the girl has gone back to school. You've taken the child back to school. Help that child take care of the child that is left at home. That child left at home is under your care because the one in school will come back with homework when they come back home, if it's a day school, or will be in a boarding school and is expected to perform. If you want the child to perform, then she cannot again be thinking of going to take care of the baby. You must be able now to take up that role in whichever way you find best. That's the only way the teen mother will be able to accomplish the tasks that have been put before her in terms of academics. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not easy, but if you do help the child, you'll be saving millions. How will you be saving millions? You'll be saving millions in food insecurity. You know, the child, when she's left with the baby and did not have enough skills, then in future, this child will be food insecure. She'll not be able to afford starch. She'll not be able to afford protein, carbohydrates, name them, the different fruits that we normally have in our diet. The child will not be able to have good health. Even the basics, she'll not be able to take the child for immunization. She'll not be able to get anything that asks for money. She'll not be able to afford. So her health will be wanting. Coupled with poor nutrition, this girl may get different nutrition-related illness because she's not having a balanced diet. The child may get marasmus, may get kwashiorkor, may get different types of nutrition-related kind of diseases. Remember, once one has poor health, then many other issues set in. Will you be saving millions? In order to save millions, take the child back to school. If you are a mother and you fall, rise. Remember, we are talking of teen mothers. Economic issues will set in when the child has totally no money and she has to take care of herself and her child. She has to take care of the issues that made her drop out of school. Then this girl is going to have high blood pressure because of so many worries and other complications related to health, coupled with other issues issues come in, and you end up with a girl who is stressed, a girl who is in depression, and many other issues may set in. Ladies and gentlemen, girls are of value. Remember to take your child to school. And girls, when you are taken to school, remember to work hard, because the future is of value and you are the foundation of that value. I take this opportunity to thank you for watching my video. Feel free to subscribe if you've not done so, and share with others. Comment. Thank you very much.